What's going on, everybody? Good evening. This is Uncle Jacky. And you see the topic. I'm here to talk about Dame Dash's sale of his third of Rocafella Records as far as the Jay-Z Reasonable Doubt album goes. So I'll be back with y'all in a few minutes. Thanks for y'all patience.
Talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cooking people. I knew he's fine. Just Uncle Jacky better. Jacky was alright. Uncle Jacky was excellent. Fucking guineas. The Jacky. Uncle Jack. Line, everybody get the line. Listen the fuck up. It's going down. Pay attention. Alright? Niggas a little bad, bitches a little bad, the plot's a little bad, the heart a little bad, bitches a little bad, faces a little bad, fuck you all, I'm the motherfucking general. Niggas a little bad, bitches a little bad, the plot's a little bad, the heart's a little bad, it's a little bad, it's a little bad, fuck who you are. When I walk through, stop, silence, remain quiet, babies don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like John Moran. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5, the top wives know I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jacky. Yo, what's going on, y'all? What's going on? It's Uncle Jacky here, man. I came with the news. Yeah, I mean, it's not really news. Everybody knows about it. You know, Dame Dash selling his third of Rocafella Records, and he's basically gonna make hoes like hell. You know, that's one thing. Like I always said in all of my shows, dating back to the other channels, there was always a problem with Brooklyn and Harlem. There was always a problem. What's going on, Miss Brenton? Thanks for coming through. CeeLo, T, appreciate y'all. Lila, what's going on? There's always been a beef with Harlem and Brooklyn. They don't like what we do. We don't like what they do. It's been mutual. And I mean, I guess as the years went by, it kind of, because it's like, what are we beefing for? You know what I mean? You stay where you at, we stay where we at, we come together. So, you know what I mean? But Jay, ever since him and Dane, I found out they were together, doing, working, business partners. I always found it weird. I always sat there like, hold on. Dame is from Harlem and, Jay from Brooklyn. They don't like us, but they made it work for years and years and years. Even Jay got his little part. It ain't about Brooklyn and Harlem more. It's about famous. It's always been about Brooklyn and Harlem. That's why he said that. Because he knows it's always been about Brooklyn and Harlem. It's gonna always, it was always like that. Like I said, I don't know now. I live here now. But I know when I was in Harlem, it was not, you know what I mean? Harlem keep on making it, Brooklyn keep on taking it, Queens keep fake. I ain't taking shit. But, that's just, the what was going on back, back in the 90s, this era, this Jay-Z, Dame Dash, Mace Cam. As you know, Mace and Cam had beef with whole, on wax. And shit, as far as I'm concerned, shit, Mace had beef with Dame too. Because remember on his first album, what does he say? Don't really fuck with Dame, but still I cop Jigger. Yo, if niggas want to act, we can act. Look it up. That's what I believe started the imaginary player line. Those ain't Rolex diamonds. The fuck you done to that? And then, Mace came back with what he came back with. I'm not a thug, but you can make me one, whatever. Then he jumped on subsequently. He jumped on a joint with 112. Cats never won a problem like we wanted, which at the time it made no sense. Like, yo, bro, you went like ate shit on a 112 song talking to Hove, but it was fire. It just didn't have a place really on that, but it was fire. So now, years later, 30 years go down the line, 20-something, 30-something years go down the line, Jay-Z and Dame are beefing. They hate each other's guts. It's like, hey, I mean, I seen it coming. Because once Jay-Z did his thing where he he started working for Def Jam, that whole thing when they split the rock in half. Pixel Parade app, all right? Nope. Cool. And it was going to be a problem. Little sneak jabs and, whether they were indirect or direct jabs. So now, Dame, like I said, he's selling his third of Rocafella. And it has the Reasonable Doubt album. Reasonable Doubt, if you don't know, is Jay-Z's first album. It's probably, it's probably his best album. But it's some of his best work. I'll say that. And of course, that Jay-Z holds that here. That's Reasonable Doubt. That's the album. Even if you're not a fan, you still like that album because it was hot. It was fire. It was heat. And that's true. Reasonable Doubt was fire. And I would want my baby back too. If someone who didn't write it with me, someone who I teamed up with, took it from me, even though Dame may have his reasons, whether you agree with them or not. But I'm going to go in right now with Dame Dash announcing the sale of his third.
As we all know, 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., which owns Reasonable Doubt, is for sale. And I've gotten a lot of calls, a lot of offers. I don't know if people are hummer stunting, or not. We'll see who shows up. But I definitely got some very healthy offers, and I appreciate those. And, obviously, if someone's trying to hate on the price or trying to devalue it, it would be because they want to buy it, like a first right of refusal. So if you do want to buy 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., you are going to have to bring some bread. And anything over 10 million, I'm going to sweeten the pot. You get an original Rocafella chain from off my neck. So, I say, because I was the only one that gave out Rocafella chains when Rocafella really existed. If I don't give you the chain, it's not a legit Rocafella chain. You get one of these, this is legit. This is the old school one from off my neck. Like how when I took one off my neck and gave one to Kanye, Cameron, all that. So, again, if you're going to call, please have the intention of spending some real money and actually completing the transaction. But if you come with the right amount of money, you're going to get a chain. Or, at least you'll have to battle with homeboy on the first right of refusal.
Yeah, I'm going to keep it 100. If I had $10 million, I'd throw my hat in the ring. Or I'd throw $4 million in the ring with Mason Cam. Because, number one, I'm from Harlem too. And number two, I know good business. I may not know music business, but I know if I got the rights to Reasonable Doubt, there is without a reasonable doubt that I'm paid. I'm paid. Reasonable Doubt is a fucking classic album. It's a classic album, and Jay-Z got to be kicking himself in the ass right now. I know he wants to do so much. He done probably wrote an album about Dame Dash. I don't want to hear how he ain't think about it. Yes, he is. That's his baby. Reasonable Doubt is Jay-Z's baby. So you ain't gonna sit here and tell me that Jay ain't sweating that. Yeah, Jay a rich man, he a billionaire. Yeah, he got all of that. But he wants his baby. Anyone who created a masterpiece, because Reasonable Doubt, I mean, beyond a few tracks, is a fucking masterpiece. I hate to even say it, because I've never been a fan, but you know, good work is good work, and Reasonable Doubt is good work. It's classic work. It's work. So Dame letting them know. And then Dame, I love how he playing chess. Like, not only that I'm gonna sell it to you, I'm gonna sell it to two dudes that I'm gonna possibly sell it to two gentlemen that you despise, who are also from Harlem. And they also doing their thing on they, they doing their own thing right now. And I'm speaking on, of course, Mason Cam. You know what that would be? Like, I just was beefing with this dude when I was in the game. Now I'm out the game and I own him. At least that very part. And that's the baby. That's your firstborn. So yeah, he owned you. They would own you. They would own you. And then you gotta wait a certain amount of time before you get it back. And by then they done probably ran triz on that thing. They done got everything they could out of it. Here, you can have your baby back. That's a fact. That's a fact. But here's Dame Dash speaking on that other dude from Brooklyn. He don't even want to say his name.
It says the bylaws is bullshit. Y'all had a meeting, Dame said no, and you can't tell that man he can't sell his personal property.
There wasn't one of the lawyers trying to argue.
They said that they were like, because they didn't want nobody in our personal business. The judge was like, get that shit out of here. So I was like, you could ask Abe, I was running around celebrating. Remember, I was like, yeah. Finally. And everybody hit me like, yo, you all right? Remember, nobody
I
like,
remember you running. I was like, and I read it, and I was like, oh, I said, what that mean? You like, that's what that mean right there. I was like, oh.
I can sell it now. And
shit.
It means Cam and Mace can have it, and Jay-Z can't do shit about it. Biggs can't do shit about it. No one can stop this sale. No one. I personally made sure as the CEO that I carved out the Reasonable Doubt piece when we sold Rocafella LLC and put it under Rocafella Inc. It was all very strategic. It was all very strategic to say, yo, I'm not going to court with my homeboys, but I'll let this little rat go ahead and go chase that money and do all the work for me. Because he definitely did about $1 million worth of work to get to a point where the judge was like, yo, these bylaws are bullshit, and that man should be able to sell it at a public auction, court ordered.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you gonna tell someone what to do with their third of what they own? You can't tell nobody to do you can't tell nobody what to do with their possessions. I'm gonna lead back to what I'm saying. It's always been about Brooklyn and Harlem. I'm telling that's see what it is, like including myself included. Most folks in New York City don't like Harlem niggas because Harlem niggas they flat. They we talk fast, we talk that shit, and I mean we flashy, we fly, intelligent. Like, come on, it's what's not to like besides our arrogance, and that's what mostly gets us caught up with the other boroughs in New York City. Nobody likes the Harlem dude's arrogance, and I mean to that I say, oh fucking well. But we're gonna get into part 2, Dame Dash.
Aren't that bright, or I don't expect people to be so smart, but when people are calling me like, oh, that's messed up, I'm like, wasn't I trying to do a public auction in the first place? You think I was only trying to make 800 grand? I'm trying to make 8 million, 10 million, 20 million. Jay himself said it's worth 10 million. So that would mean,
I think it's more.
Yeah, so that would mean he gets his 8, I get to keep 9. But it's gonna be auctioned if let's say it didn't go, if the sale didn't happen, I could auction it, advertise it, goes to the highest bidder. If you want to be Jay's boss, if you want to be the CEO of Rocafella Inc., if you want to call the board meetings and they got to come through and make decisions, you might it could go to the highest bidder. And you saw what they said. They like, yo, we'll probably sell it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, because it's a pinnacle of,
So I'm not saying I did. I'm not saying I did it allegedly, but stay tuned. You know, and at the end of the day, of course, it's gonna be fun. You know, it's too funny.
What makes it fun?
Because it's Cam and Mace, and you know, again, not to be on no bitch shit or nothing, but it's like, yo, they just keep hating. So if they don't want me to go and get my money, then yo, y'all could deal with Cam and Mace. Fuck it. Or whoever else buys it. But I think it would be more fun with the cats I grew up with.
Yeah, they're gonna give them a harder time, I believe.
No, you trust me, they're making you know, we've been talking, so they have great marketing. But I like their direction that they're talking about going with that asset. They're really talking about taking control, you know, making sure it gets monetized. Because they can't, you have what's called a fiduciary obligation to do what's in the best interest of that asset.
Hey, right. I want to take time. What's going on, Al Sharon, Lila, Grace, Denise? What's going on, love? Who we got? Of course, we got CeeLo. D on G time was good. Yeah, I mean, of course, we're supposed to be arrogant, but you know, other folks don't like it. I mean, that's the point. Nobody likes nobody from Harlem. Yeah, that's true. Who else will believe in you? That's true, but we believe in ourselves. I mean, I ain't gonna say too much. I mean, we just really confident, and sometimes it leads to overconfidence, which a lot of times rubs dudes the wrong way. Pause, double pause, and then they don't like that we say pause all the time. It is what it is, though. But yeah. So like Jay is doing everything he can to stop this man from selling that third. He's doing everything he can. But I mean, you cannot stop a person from doing what they want to do with their own items. If I want to sell my car for $1, I could sell it for $1. It's mine. I do what I want to do. I mean, that's just the moral aspect of it. Legally, I mean, your case got thrown out legally. So on both levels, you lost. And then I know it burns because it lost to a dude you cut off. And then that dude that you cut off is subsequently from Harlem. And I know that burns you up. I know it burns you up. Be more. Shout out to Be More. Appreciate you, bro. We fucks with you too, bro. Word. But the shit now with Harlem, like I said, I think it's changed for the most part. On take, poke shots, how my boys would say, break your balls about it. But really nobody cares. Let's get this money because that's what it's all about at the end of the day. Let's get this money. But of course, Dame and Jay-Z, that's way before this new era. That's the 90s. It's feelings involved. You was my man, used to be in my left titty. We was rocking like this. We was rich and poor Brooklyn. I mean, and then now, you don't even hear Biggs unless Jay-Z rap about it. You don't hear Biggs. You hear a Dame. You always heard Dame. And every now and then Tata. But yeah, Dame is like one of the faces, and he showed his face. Dame went to bat for his artists, and his artists really have nothing bad to say unless they just picking sides. But from what I've collected, the artists love Dame because Dame will fight for you. Dame don't mind using he don't mind cursing your ass out neither. And all he want is respect. All he want is respect. Just like any man who runs a business, all he wants is respect. Here's part 3.
They say, because I'm mad at you, we can't make no money off it. That's illegal. So they can't stop Cam and Mace from monetizing it unless they got a real good reason. But right now, if it needs to make more money and they come with an opportunity and they can't say no. You can't block it for personal reasons. You got to make money. And I like what Cam and them are doing. I like the business mind and I like where they're going. Mace has really evolved. It's like having this kind of conversation 30 years later and they got their own show. I'm on my own network. You know what I mean? And us all being in a position of power.
Boss.
And never, I can't really tease them about playing themselves to get where they had to go, where a lot of niggas I could, most. So when I get in front of a, you know, I ain't gonna say no names right now because I'm not on that, but I could tease like, you got there, but you had to do this. You had to sell that one out. They didn't do that. None of us did.
Y'all did it your own way.
We Harlem niggas. We stood strong.
We stood strong. We stood tall. We Harlem niggas. I'm gonna delve into that. I'm gonna turn this into a little bit of conspiracy. Who do you think he was talking to, and what do you think they did? Of course, we kind of can assume who he's talking to, so let's assume it's him. Let's assume it's Hov. What did Hov do? Is it about a sacrificial thing? Because I think Hov lost his nephew or something like that. Before he had any kids, his nephew was like his kid or something like that. And I mean, it's all speculation. I mean, I'm just wondering what Dame is talking about. So, you know, don't put that on Uncle Jacky. I don't know. I just want to know what Dame is talking about. He sat there and said it himself. He can sit there and look at Mace Cam in the eyes like, yeah, y'all, I can't even rag on y'all for playing yourselves. Y'all ain't play yourselves. But I could look at you as in who? Does he talk about Hov? Because he stopped saying his name. So do he know something that, well, I'm sure he do know a lot that we don't know. But what is he talking about? So I know as Hov is getting these messages and he's seeing the subliminals and the stuff that's right, he is burning mad. He will never do business with a Harlem dude again. Never. Because Harlem has never done right by him. First time he link up in Harlem that we know of, he link up with Big L. What happened? He gets chewed for what, 18 minutes? He gets chewed up to the point where he changed his style. Yeah, I said it. And do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. You know what I mean? And feel free to comment what you feel, even if it's wrong. But yeah, he got chewed up by Big L. He went into business with Dame around that same time. Got into beef with his art. No, first he got into beef with Mace, young boy at the time. Got into beef with the young boy. Then he signs Cam, or Dame signs Cam, and they get into a problem. And they still make music together. It's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But honestly, I would love to see Mace and Cam by that damn third. I would love it. That should be the damn feather in my cap. Because, you know, we's young dudes. All of us was young dudes. Whenever your people was beefing with somebody, you sided with them. I've always sided with Harlem. There will never be a time where, except for when, you know, Cam went at Nas. But that's another day, another topic. But yeah, I'm always side with Harlem all day. I didn't like Dame at first neither. But then as you grow up, you realize this, and you understand that it's a business in this. It's like, yeah, Dame is, you tried to give Dame the short end of the stick, pause. Now he's using that end of the stick, pause, to shove it right back up your ass, Jake. Pause. Now we're going to, you know, it's alleged that Cam and Mace are going to buy it, and here's Cam'ron's response to the rumors or allegations, whatever.
When they found out that we was acquiring, or pardon me, allegedly. Hypothetically acquiring Dame's third, a Rocafella, the Reasonable Doubt album, when they found out about it, their third party called out, and they was like, let me get that. And I'm like, yeah, because this is, I put it like this, this is two heavyweights battling, two big heavyweights battling. Hit a nigga with a bomb, another nigga hit another nigga with a bomb.
I think the same person called me.
Another nigga hit him with a bomb, then the nigga did some business shit and kind of put him under the wing on some business shit. So now the nigga he put under wing years ago on some business shit is like, I need that. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in the middle of all that, but it's definitely interesting.
It's definitely interesting. And I'm going to sit here and say it now. Cam lying. Cam telling a lie. Cam want to be in the middle of that shit. Because this is, you know, Dame fucks with Cam. Cam fucks with Dame. They fucks with each other. Dame signed Cam and Dipset to Rocafella. They fucks with each other. And I've always wanted to speak on that move right there. That move, I think, is one of the straws that ruined the relationship with Hov and Dame. bringing in Cam. He trying to take over. Then you got Joel saying it in a rap. Thank you, Cam, for taking over the rap. And it's like, that wasn't sitting right with Hove. That damn sure wasn't sitting right with Hove. So, he definitely got he got all that money and it's actually not helping. It's actually not helping this time. He done went to the court done told him to kiss ass, and it's nothing more he can do. For those who just tuned in, hit that like, subscribe button. I'm Uncle Jacky. This is my new channel. My other one is, I'm gonna say, under construction for right now. But yeah, feel free to hit that like, subscribe button. I appreciate y'all who tuned in. This is about Dame Dash on his third of Rocafella Records, the Reasonable Doubt album. And like I was saying, Reasonable Doubt is Jay-Z's baby. That's his puppy. That's his. He probably liked that one. He loved that album as much as he loves his firstborn child. Because in reality, for some people, that firstborn child is really Reasonable Doubt. So I know this is gonna be hell. This is gonna be hell. Fakwa Olo, what's going on? It's gonna be hell. Now I'm gonna replay the sale intro because I'm about to wrap up and get up out of here. For those who coming in, Dame got his
As
third.
we all know, 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., which owns Reasonable Doubt, is for sale. And I've gotten a lot of calls, a lot of offers. I don't know if people are hummer stunting, or not. We'll see who shows up. But I definitely got some very healthy offers, and I appreciate those. And, obviously, if someone's trying to hate on the price or trying to devalue it, it would be because they want to buy it, like a first right of refusal. So if you do want to buy 1/3 of Rocafella Inc., you are going to have to bring some bread. And anything over 10 million, I'm going to sweeten the pot. You get an original Rocafella chain from off my neck. So, I say, because I was the only one that gave out Rocafella chains when Rocafella really existed. If I don't give you the chain, it's not a legit Rocafella chain. You get one of these, this is legit. This is the old school one from off my neck. Like how when I took one off my neck and gave one to Kanye, Cameron, all that. So, again, if you're going to call, please have the intention of spending some real money and actually completing the transaction. But if you come with the right amount of money, you're going to get a chain. Or, at least you'll have to battle with homeboy on the first right of refusal.
Yes, sir. Yo, you crazy. Fuck Jay-Z and fuck Jay-Z. But yeah, y'all hear it. If y'all want to go in, man, I got $5, $10. We go in, we get that. I want a piece of the chain. I want a piece of the chain. Before I go, I'm gonna leave y'all with what Cameron said. Leave y'all speculating on what's going on with that one.
When they found out that we was acquiring, or pardon me, allegedly. Hypothetically acquiring Dame's third Rocafella, the Reasonable Doubt album, when they found out about it, their third party called out and they was like, let me get that. And I'm like, yeah, because I'll put it like this. This is two heavyweights battling, two big heavyweights battling. Hit a nigga with a bomb, another nigga hit another nigga with a bomb.
I think the same person called me.
Another nigga hit him with a bomb, then the nigga did some business shit and kind of put him under the wing on some business shit. So now the nigga he put under wing years ago on some business shit is like, I need that. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in the middle of all that, but it's definitely interesting.
Mr. Goodbrad, what's good, bro? Zay, appreciate you for dropping by, man. Salute, Harlem, stand up. That's another Harlem king in the making right there, man. Salute. But like I said, before I get out of here, man, I want to really thank y'all for coming through. I need y'all to hit that like, subscribe button. Real talk. We gonna get this channel moving. We gonna get this channel moving and shaking. I got a third one I'm gonna get moving and shaking, which is about movies, entertainment, shit, like whatever I choose for it to be. You dig? But yeah, Mr. Goodbread, appreciate you, bro. CeeLo, Fakwa, Olo, D on G time. Shout out to Baltimore again. Denise, Grace, Al Shurin, Lila, Pixel Parade, whatever you was talking about. Miss Brinson, of course. So I'm gonna wish y'all a good night, man. Tune in tomorrow. I'll be trying to set up Conspiracy Theory Thursdays. We'll be talking about Trump. We'll be talking about conspiracies, period. So tune into my channel tomorrow. If it's hard to find, just put in at Harlem's HNIC. Remember, Harlem's, not Harlem, Harlem's. No apostrophe, just Harlem's HNIC. But thank y'all for tuning in. Don't forget Yellow Tape. Don't forget the Brutally Honest Good Bread channel. Don't forget HWF Live. Don't forget Red Carpet Ring. That's good material. But I'm signing off. I'm up out of here. Y'all have a good night. Peace.
You see, talks like his shit don't stink, but he's cool with people. I knew he's fine. Just Uncle Jacky better. Jacky was alright. Uncle Jacky was excellent. Fucking guineas.
Good night, Miss Brinson.
Jack.
Love you too, Good Bread. You already know, Mad Madison taking over.
Stop, silence, remain quiet. Don't cry, thug. Yo, I think it's time we take a fucking time out to hear what Harlem got to say. What, niggas? Harlem on the vibes. You don't want no problem with us, guys.
Practice. I can show you practice. I can show you how to put $1 million in a mattress. I can show the difference between an icon and a classic. Baby in the major should be rolling in a basket. I'm advanced, and it's a lot of dance. From anywhere, my jewelry jump like Ja Morant. And Kif Tower shorts got me tanning with the babes. You would be a surfer if you ever had this wave. I just switch up my cabana, they throw shade. Matter top 5, the top wives know I'm the fade. And throw them out the loop, I be mute, playing cute, nothing to say to you. Cause when I'm back home, I'm like Kyrie, I won't play with you. This is magic with the fur. Tim Duncan on the spur. Tanya Harton on the skate. This that Kobe number 8. This the kick over the head in the hand of Sue Bird. This boy's superb. All I got is 2 words.
Uncle Jacky.